Hey guys, can you hear me? If you can hear me, let me see in the chat. Just type something. The live has started. The webinar has started, guys. The webinar has started, guys. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Lazuli said excited for this live stream. Awesome. So, guys, I can see that there are 40 people in here right now. And let me know what country you are watching from. What country are you watching this live stream from? Just put it in the chat. I want to make sure that everyone is here, everyone is live. Andres from Colombia, welcome, 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 welcome. Yeah, the guys from the guys in the Zoom call. I was trying to handle the Zoom call because we were supposed to do this live in Zoom, but then Zoom can't handle the amount of people that registered, so I decided to do it on YouTube. Yeah, 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 yeah. Kathleen from the UK, from Ukraine, awesome, awesome. We did, Niger boys. Repro from Cameroon, awesome, awesome, guys. Keep dropping it, keep dropping it, keep dropping it. Vilma from Nigeria, Lagos, awesome. From Pakistan, oh my God, you guys are from basically everywhere. Martin from Slovakia, Abuja, Namibia, oh my God. Shego from Nigeria, Nigeria, from Lagos, Pakistan, India, Prosper from Cyprus, Oyin Damola from Canada. Amazing, amazing, amazing. CGI Blend, yeah, CGI Blend from India. Welcome, welcome from India, from Somalia, from Israel. Awesome, welcome guys, welcome guys, welcome guys. Let's wait for just a couple more people to show up. This is so weird because this is the first time I'm ever doing a live stream on YouTube. It's the weirdest thing. Yeah, I might actually get used to this. I hope you guys can hear me clearly. I want to be sure you can hear me very clearly. Awesome, awesome. Welcome, welcome from the US. Awesome. From Somalia, Joe from Nigeria, Nigeria, India. Awesome, awesome. You guys can hear me perfect. Yeah, this mic is not wasting. Cool, 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 cool. Let's just wait till 6:10 before we kick it off officially. So you guys just keep pouring in. I've dropped the link to the YouTube live on Zoom. So if anyone pops up on Zoom, they should just come in here. Sweet. Farhan from Pakistan. You're welcome, bro. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Ado from Ghana. Hey. Yo, Charlie, welcome. Charlie, welcome. Samuel from Denmark, from India, from the US, from Canada, from Pakistan, from Israel. Man, you guys are basically from everywhere, man. From Somalia, from Cyprus. Welcome, guys. Welcome, guys. Welcome, guys. Namibia, Slovakia. I don't know any single person in Slovakia, but I'm glad to have you here, man. I'm glad to have you guys here. Yes, 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 yes. This live stream would be saved on my YouTube page. I initially wanted to do it as a very small, calm, collected thing that just a few people would be a part of. But after seeing the amount of people that registered, I was like, look, let everyone just be a part of it. So I'm just going to leave it live on the page. Awesome. Yeah. I hope YouTube is recording this. Awesome, man. Welcome from Lagos and Canada, the Black Mountains. You're welcome, guys. Just stay put. In the next 2 minutes, I'm going to kick start. The next 2 minutes. I hope you guys gain value from this, man, because this is the first time I'm doing something like this. I hope it's very valuable to you guys. 73 people in now. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. 73 people in. Love that. Awesome. Let me share this link to a couple. If you have product animators as friends, you can share it to them. Just send it to them. Send the link. Let me drop it in the chat, or just click the share button. You would see the link. Just share it to friends. Yeah, just share this to friends, whoever you know that is into product animation or a 3D artist. I can't believe there's so many creative people. This is crazy. Awesome. Jump out from Zoom. I can't do it in Zoom because they have a maximum amount of people there. So just come on YouTube. When I realized that I can actually do this on YouTube for free, I was like, why am I using Zoom? Yeah, guys, 1 minute left. 1 minute left. Share the link. Share the link. Share the link. Share the link. Yeah, I'm excited too. Z Talks. I'm actually super excited. I've had this channel for 4 years now or so. No, I've had this channel for 6 years. I've been creating animation content for 4 years now, and I've never really focused on clients and getting clients and all that. So that's what I want to talk about today. I decided that this year I want to spend more time talking about the business side of things. So you guys are welcome. You guys are welcome. Awesome. It is 6:10 now. Yeah, this this webinar is meant to be for product animators, but then you can stay as a character animator. I'm sure there will be something that you will learn from one or two things today. Glad to have you guys here. Glad to have you. Let me drop this link on the Discord channel in case there is someone there that has not joined. Hmm. Let me drop the link here. So guys, if you're on Discord, join the live right now. We are live on YouTube. Did YouTube send a notification? If you saw a notification from YouTube, let me see it in the chat. I'm not sure because this is the first time I'm going live ever. So let me see it in the chat if you got a notification from YouTube. Or is YouTube slimy? Awesome, 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 awesome. Yeah, awesome. That's dope. YouTube is on my side. Great. Let's get to it, guys. Let me share my screen. I have some slides that I made for this. Uh, yeah, let me share my screen. Can you see my screen? You should be able to see my screen right now. My tutorials helped you get started in Blender. Awesome. I love hearing that, man. Thank you. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That makes me feel good. Just came to say thank you. Really love your tutorial. Awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for showing up. Great, great, great. If you all can see my screen, let's just get right into it. Now, I spent this week putting this entire slide together, this entire presentation to basically try to condense my entire process or my system, or what are the most important things as regards uh, attracting quality clients, or what I've done in the past. So you guys are welcome, and let's get right to it. If you don't know me, my name is Sav. Everyone knows me as Sav. I'm a creative director and a 3D animator of Creative Sav Studios. It's a 3D animation studio that focus on e-commerce businesses that have consumer brands, that has consumer goods, and helping them out marketing their products. I also founded a tech company, Podium VR. It's a virtual reality tech company, and also in the last 4 years, I've helped more than 900 people, which is crazy. Over 900 people have seen my tutorials on YouTube, and that helped them one way or the other. I'm super proud of that. And also, I've helped a bunch of people last year to get access to uh, new clients, secure gigs in dollars last year. And then these people were my personal friends, they were people I knew personally. So at some point, I asked myself, how can I how can I condense this into a practical information that I can share with everyone else? And that's what I'm doing today. So it won't just be my close friends that get to hear about these things. Awesome. So let's get to it. In the next 40 to 50 minutes, you're going to learn how to start from zero clients to having multiple client calls per week as a 3D product animator. That is what we are getting into today. And I would love if you guys stay focused on this. I know it might be super tempting. Our attention spans as humans have basically become crap. So I implore you guys to try as much as possible to focus on the live stream today, and just give me 1 hour of your time. After this 1 hour, you can go back to chatting to friends, you can go back to watching TV or whatever. But then I'm going to try as much as possible to make the short time you spend as valuable as possible. Awesome. So this is where it all started. It all started in 2019, and it's a very funny story. In 2019, I was a how would I put this? I was a broke university student. I was a broke university student. And I was studying electrical electronics engineering, and I was just about graduating. And then it hit me that I'm about to graduate and I'm going to be a man, right? I'm going to be a man in the world. I can't just keep slacking because I've been trying to level up my career. And then probably because of having school as a distraction, it wasn't easy for me. So I've tried different things. And at that moment when I realized I was going to graduate, I think everyone that has ever graduated from school has experienced what school? FUTA, Federal University of Technology, correct? Yeah, anyone that has graduated or have been through final year can relate to that feeling of what am I doing with my life? What am I doing here with my life? I need to get something done. And that is exactly how I felt. I felt the pressure to try to change things. And then while I went on the journey of researching, trying to develop things, trying to learn different business area, trying to learn the business area of creativity, the business area of animation, COVID happened. So COVID happened in 2020. We're all locked down. I'm sure you can remember back then, everyone were in their houses. We were all bored. And then at that point, the thing that slapped me when I was in school slapped harder because at this point, mom wasn't getting money, dad wasn't getting paid. Everyone was at home, so there was no way for us to actually pay bills at that point. We are just hoping, we are very religious people in my family, so we're just trusting that God will make a way somehow. So at that point, it hit me. I was like, nah, I have to find a way to make this happen. I can't just sit at home and do nothing. That is when I went ham. I was going crazy about this research thing and trying different things, reaching out to clients. And then it wasn't working. I'm sure there was a day I reached out to almost 75 different brands, and probably like three of them or two of them reached back out to me, which was crazy. It was not something I was proud of. It was not something I was happy about. So one day I discovered this platform, Genero. So Genero didn't help me make money, but it made me realize something very important. I saw big brands, big popular brands, dropping briefs for projects on Genero. And then I was asking myself, I was seeing money, I was seeing budgets like $7,000, $15,000, $25,000. I was confused. Like, what's going on? This is the same thing I'm charging $100 for. This is the same thing I'm charging $200 for. What is going on? What are these people doing differently? Why are they able to command such prices? But the biggest thing, the moment of epiphany for me, the moment I got this realization, my light bulb moment, was when I realized that there are actually businesses out there that that have these budgets, these big budgets for projects that I work on. So I was focusing on product animation. I realized there are businesses that would easily spend $5,000 on a project like this. They exist. Maybe my problem was that I didn't know that. But after I realized that, after I saw that there is a type of agency, there is a type of studio that they send this kind of jobs to, that is when I started working. That is when I went to work and I experimented a lot of things, tried a lot of different things. I tried to position myself as one of those agencies. I tried to position my brand as one of those big brands, as one of those big studios. So yeah, that was basically the process. And after doing this over years, 2020, 2021, 2022, it became a natural process. That was the thing. I absolutely forgot that I went through this process. It was when I was thinking back and trying to remember all these things that I realized that I went through a process where I had to learn and really study. And it was this year I decided to condense all that into practical information that anyone can follow. And I called it the client attraction system. That is what we are watching right now. So this is basically a system that can help anyone, a very repeatable system, a very reusable system that can help anyone that follows it to get similar results. So you wouldn't worry about bills. Like basic bills shouldn't be what we are worried about as artists, as animators. So yeah, This absolutely transformed my life, and I'm happy to share with you guys today. So yeah, I said Genero. I've never gotten money from Genero actually, but then it what it did for me was to open my eye to see that, oh, there are people that get a lot of work like this at this level of budget. So yeah, that was it. That was how all this started. That was how I started to learn about business. So I want to ask you guys a question. How much would you like to earn monthly in 2024? I really want to know. Just drop it in the comment section. Similar story with mine. Yeah, yeah, yeah. W's in the chat. Wow, awesome, awesome. I thought I would be the one telling you guys to think bigger. Yes, this is what I love to see. This is what I love to see. Awesome. 25K, 2K, 8K, Naira 500K. That's how much in dollars? That's about $5,000. Yeah, 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 yeah. 8K, 15K, $10,000, 4,000, 5,000. Cool. Awesome. I love that you guys have this as your goal. Awesome. I thought I would be seeing things like $500, $800. So I would have to motivate you. But I love that you guys are thinking in line with me. These are the kind of goals you should have, and it's something achievable. I want you guys to know it's absolutely achievable, and we can actually get to this point. So, first of all, who is this webinar for? Who is this webinar not for? If you consider yourself a traditional artist, you are someone that your goal in life is to be Picasso, your goal in life is to be Da Vinci. This is not the webinar for you, because honestly, I think more like a business person than like an artist. So it is more focused on the business side of things. Another thing is, if you are someone that is you are looking for get rich quick schemes, you are looking for the quickest way to make money, please kindly excuse us because this is not what this live stream is about. If you are looking for a business miracle, if you want me to wave my wand and by tomorrow you already start making 5K, you already start making 10K, please, this is not for you. And also, if you are looking for a full-time job, I will advise you to seek out people that talk about LinkedIn, people that talk about your CV, because those are the things you need to work on to land the best full-time job. Your CV has to be tight, your LinkedIn has to be on point, and then your portfolio has to be on point. So this is not the place for that. And also, if you are an absolute beginner, if you are just getting started, you can actually stay, but ideally, I would prefer if you are spending more of your time focusing on the skill, because you need to be good enough first before you need to be good enough for before you start reaching out to clients and making money. To be very honest, guys, it's super difficult looking at my slides and also looking at the chat. It's quite distracting. I wonder how these streamers do it. Anyways, who is this webinar actually for? Creative business owner. If you see yourself as a business owner, you see yourself as someone that is running a business, you are reaching out to clients which are other business people, and you want to exchange value with them. If you are someone that you are looking for financial freedom, you're looking for financial independence, financial certainty, that you don't want to think too much before making financial decisions, or you want to move to a new place, let's do it. You want to get a new car, let's do it. You want to move abroad, let's do it. You don't want to have to be looking at the details on your grocery list. If that is the kind of person I'm talking to, you are the perfect person for this webinar. If you are looking for time freedom, you want to wake up in the morning and decide whatever you want to do today. I'm going to work on this today. I'm not going to work on this today. That is the kind of person I need here. And also, if you're ready to put in the work, guys, you are perfect for this live stream. Love to have you. Love to have you here, because if you're someone that you are not a fan of laziness, you won't consider yourself lazy. You consider yourself as someone that just needs to find the right path, just needs the right knowledge, then you're very much welcome. And also, lastly, but I'm not absolutely strong on this one, but if you have a portfolio worth viewing, you are just perfect for this, because there are a lot of people that have spent time on the skill, but now they need clarity for the business part. Awesome. Now, this is you. You are learning 3D animation. You are trying to refine your skill. You enjoy being creative. You see yourself as smart and hardworking. You believe that your work deserves recognition. You're actually doing good work. And you have probably followed a lot of 3D tutorials. And then, yeah, we'll get to question and answer session. We'll have a Q&A session at the end of the presentation. Yeah, you believe your work deserves recognition. You have followed a bunch of tutorials. From tutorial to tutorial, you have been locked in tutorial jail. and now you want to focus on the business side of things. You want to make a living from the skill. And if you are someone that you have probably tried Fiverr and Upwork. Personally, I've not tried this platform, but if you have tried Fiverr and Upwork, and then you realize that you want to have full control over your business, you want to be the only one handling all these things. You don't want to have a middleman deciding how much you get. Perfect. And also, you are someone that wants to earn your worth. You want to earn exactly what you want. You don't want someone to belittle you. That is absolutely perfect. Now, this is where I come in. Today, I'm going to show you how to position yourself as an expert. I've just been trying to set your mind for the presentation and also try to get rid of people that shouldn't be here. Now, I'll also show you how to earn your first $1,000 if you have not already, and how to scale that to multiple $1,000 every single month and beyond. I'm going to try my best as much as possible with the presentation and the Q&A session. So now this is something I call the for first of all, are you guys still following? Let me see in the chat if you are still following. Yeah, I say in Ibadan, right? Nigeria for now. Ibadan in Nigeria. Okay. 4 pillars of client success. Awesome, you guys are following. 4 pillars of client success. I was trying to make this into a system so that I can explain it. I called it the 4 pillars of client success. You can be good at one pillar, you can get 2 pillars right, but then this is a when clients are looking for people to give jobs or people to handle their projects, they are looking for something specific. And if someone has everything checked, they are most likely to get this job. But if you have just one thing checked, you are not really the target audience for these people. So I'm trying to cover as much grounds as possible. So the first thing, no research, no results. Say it after me. No research, no results. No research, no results. This is where a lot of people fall prey because you just watched 4 tutorials and now you're good at doing product animation. And then you just want to find clients. You didn't sit to ask yourself, who are these clients I'm finding? Where are they? What do they want? You didn't ask all these questions. You just start reaching out to people. That is not the right way to go about it. Now there are 5 very important questions, and all these lessons I learned in different ways, either from books, from experience, from paying for masterminds, from being in part of different groups that have learned all these different things. Now, 5 interesting questions you need to ask. Number one, who is your target market? Who is your target market? Very important question. Because if you don't know who you are targeting, you won't know how your messaging will be. So you have to actually sit down and do some research and try to figure out who is this person I'm trying to reach. What do they do? What is their industry? What is their niche? So if you know that you have done some furniture projects or you enjoy doing furniture animation, that could be your target market. If it's like beverages, you love doing food stuff, things that have to do with coffee, with drinks, that could be your target market. Or for me, you guys know my target market is beauty brands, cosmetic products. So you have to figure out that first. So let's use cosmetic product for example. You have determined that cosmetic brands are your target market. What is the next thing? What are their pain points? So we are trying to figure out what the value we have to offer. We can't just find it out of nowhere. This value we are offering them is the only reason they are coming to us. Trust me, your clients are not coming to you because you're a 3D animator or because your stuff is nice. There is a business problem they are having that you are going to be the one to solve. That's why they are coming. So if you don't have that solution in your hands, you wouldn't be the person they want to reach out to. So you have to find what the problem is first, then solve it. So ask yourself, what are your pain points? Do some research. Go on Google. What are the biggest? Ask ChatGPT, big resource here. What are the biggest issues for cosmetic brands? ChatGPT will really help you out here. There are some things you won't be able to think about that these AI platforms will help you out with. What are the 10 biggest issues or 10 biggest pain points with furniture brands or with beverage brands? They will tell you cosmetic brands they don't have as much attention on their products. Their launches usually don't go far because they don't do a lot of elaborate campaign or whatever it is, whatever the problem is. You have to list a bunch of them. A lot of people are not liking their posts, whatever it is. You need to list as many as possible. So this is not a one answer type thing. You need to list 20, 50, 200 answers, as many as possible, because you are trying to solve every single problem they have. I know it might sound crazy, but you are trying to solve. If you are the guy that solves every single problem they will have no problem giving you money. So a lot of people, their problem might be strategy. They don't know how to strategize or for their campaigns. They don't know how to they don't know how to use a software. That can be their problem, because they might be saying, oh, let me just download Blender and do this myself, and they realize that this is a problem for me. So list out every single one of those problems, and then when you're done, take those problems and flip it. Those are the solution. For example, uh, their problem might be we're not getting a lot of attention on our brand. The solution would be getting them a lot of attention on their brand. It's a very direct thing. Their problem might be our products are not looking clean enough, or they are not looking sharp enough, or our products images are not creative enough. The solution is making creative images. Now, when you have listed, let's say you listed 20 problems and you have listed 20 solutions, the question you're going to ask now is, how can I solve these problems? How can I be the one to bring solutions to this problem? Because we know the solutions now, but then the solution might have nothing to do with you. So you are thinking about, what are the vehicles I'm going to use to solve this problem? For example, that problem can be solved by you creating a proper commercial that they will use on YouTube, use on TV, and all that. That also, a solution can also be you creating VFX ads, viral ads for them to post on Instagram. So depending on what the problem is they currently have, there are some companies that don't care about the VFX trend because they are busy solving some other problem. So you have to figure out what that is. Now, when you know who your target market is, you know what their problems are, you know how to solve them, you know what the solutions are, you know how you plan on solving them. Next question is, where can I find them? And this is a very important question, because if you are targeting cosmetic brands and you are existing on LinkedIn, you're in the wrong place. So do some research. Again, ChatGPT, Google Gemini, ask these bots questions and say please when you're asking ChatGPT. You don't know what the future holds. So yeah, ask them, where can I find mostly beauty brands? From my experience, beauty brands exist a lot more on Instagram. You can see, for example, fintech brands on LinkedIn or on Twitter. The way you can do it is, when you find, let's say you find 10 people, you find 10 people from a list, and then you go on their Instagram, you go on their LinkedIn, go on their Twitter, go on everywhere and see where they post the most. You see where they exist the most, where they have the most users, the most followers, and all that. Then you know that, oh, this is where this kind of brands usually stay. That is where you should target. Exactly. So now you have a lot of information. Before we did all this, all you knew was that you were a product animator and you wanted clients. Now you have an idea of what their niche is. You have an idea of what problems they are trying to solve. You have an idea of how you can solve the problem. And you also have an idea of where you can find these people. Awesome. You're already moving forward. So the next thing when you have crafted this is what you call your client persona. When you have crafted out what the client persona is, the next thing is portfolio. See, a lot of people some people focus on just portfolio, and then they hope that someone will just appear out of nowhere. Some people focus on just sending messages to clients, and then their portfolio is crap. Now, the second important thing is portfolio. Being good is the barrier to entry. Trust me, this is not even a question of should you get good or not. Being good is the limit. You have to become good before you even start talking about, can I compete, because it's a competition. There are a lot of people, right? So yeah, become good. And you might ask me the question of, how can I know if I'm good enough? That's the second point there. You need to be able to recognize good work and emulate it. Recognize what good work is and emulate it. Especially if you're just starting out, you don't need to reinvent the wheel. There is no point in trying to redo everything from the beginning. When you're starting out, you can't find your style directly. You have to try out different styles, try out different things. Now, find the top 10, top 5 people in your industry. If you are focused on cosmetics, for example, you are focused on furniture, you are focused on beverages, find the top 5 3D animators or studios that go on Behance. It's a good place to find studios that creates this kind of stuff. Then check out their work, emulate it. There's something called stealing like an artist. You are not copying like someone that doesn't know what they are doing. You are stealing concepts from their work and making it better. You are repurposing it for yourself. So find the best and emulate their work. That is how to become good. In case you're asking, because you need to be good to even move forward. Now you need to design a professional portfolio. I hear that a lot of people send portfolio as links, like Google Drive links. And I'm confused, because Behance is free. Presentation is everything, guys. If you send portfolios in Google Drive link, your work might be good and you might get the job. But If you are competing against someone that has a very well designed website or Behance portfolio, you guys are not on the same level because one of them has really presented themselves. And another thing is with Behance, you have the opportunity of getting new people to see your work. So they have an algorithm where they show this kind of work to people. This is my Behance profile. So you can even get more people seeing your work. I've gotten like 3 or 4 projects just from Behance. I did not do anything. I just posted my stuff there, made it as presentable as possible. So you need to spend the time. I know this is not animating, this is not modeling, this is business stuff. You need to spend that time. It might be annoying to you. You need to spend the time developing your professional portfolio, designing something that looks really good. And then finally, you need to specialize. Specialization is very, very important for someone that is trying to break into a space. There's a reason why most of my clients are in the same niche and they're even in the same country. The crazy thing is most of my clients are in the same states, which is insane. It just shows that because I specialize, other people are getting a glimpse of my work. So if you don't specialize, if your portfolio is showing some character stuff, some product stuff, some motion graphic stuff, when someone lands there, they get an idea of, oh, okay, this guy can do 3D. But when you are focused on, say, cosmetics specifically, and you have 5 high quality or 3 to 5 high quality projects in your portfolio, when someone gets there that is not a cosmetic business owner, they get confused. What am I doing here? But when someone gets there that you are actually targeting, a cosmetic business owner, is going to slap because they're like, this is exactly what I'm looking for. This guy understands me. He's doing something for me. So that is what you're trying to do. You're trying to have a very specific portfolio, and then yeah, you're trying to have a very specific portfolio that is targeted to who you have chosen as your target audience. So awesome, guys. Let me read some of the chat. Yeah, welcome, Yellow Motion. Welcome, 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 welcome. How can you meet these companies? Yeah, yeah, we'll have a Q&A session. We'll have a Q&A session. But if I start Q&A, I don't think we'll leave here. So yeah, the next thing. Okay, this are some examples. This is my Behance portfolio. I've gotten a bunch of jobs just from Behance, and these are, when I said 3 or 4 jobs, those are jobs that actually closed. If I show you my messages, there are a bunch of messages from people, jobs that actually didn't close because they were not the right fit. They were probably not having the amount of budgets that I need to work or something. But yeah, make sure your portfolio looks presentable. Behance is free. It is very, very free. All these features are free. I've not paid a dime to Behance. They would allow you to show all these things. Check out Behance today. Just try it out. If you can also get a website, it helps out, even though it's not compulsory. I would not recommend you spending the money to do a website when you have free Behance there. But then it just shows professionalism. When I created my website, I just wanted it to be there. So if there is a business owner that is so infatuated with websites and he just wants to see that I have a website, I have it there. But having a Behance portfolio does the work for you. Awesome. So another thing that is very important, another pillar. Again, you can be good at one pillar. You can just do the research and just have a good portfolio, and you might actually get jobs. Funny enough, because people might find you on Behance. But if you don't do pillar 3, you are shortchanging yourself. If you don't do pillar 4, you are you are leaving a lot of money on the table. So now pillar 3 says be an authority. Be an authority. You need to become someone that is recognized as an authority in your space. So leverage social media. Let me tell you, if we were in the 90s, we are in the 1990s, and you are trying to do what you are doing today, you are trying to grow on social media. You are trying to grow on social media, you would have to pay televisions and the radios huge sums of money to even get any clients to see you. You have to pay a lot of money. But that's not how it is today. We have a huge resource in our hands. Social media is leverage. Leverage is basically something that you do a small amount of work and get a lot of results. So with social media, you don't need to pay thousands of dollars to a TV broadcast company to show your ads somewhere. The algorithms are going to do the job for you so far your content is worth watching. So yeah, you need to pick a platform, and you don't have to be a pro YouTuber or anything. You don't. You absolutely don't. Pick a platform. Maybe you're more of a writing person, you should write on Twitter. Pick Twitter and pick LinkedIn. This is why we also did the research about our where our client is. If our client is not on LinkedIn, don't start writing. If your client is on YouTube, kindly kindly create YouTube videos. If your client is on Twitter, you need to do a lot of writing, a lot of tweets, a lot of breakdowns and all that on Twitter. You can share some pictures, share work in progress, share videos because they are on Twitter. So that's why we did pillar one first. So pick your platform. If you have picked YouTube, personally I picked YouTube. That is where 90% of my clients came from YouTube, because that is where I post most of my work. You can clearly see my work there. You can clearly see me sharing work, sharing process, and all that. So next thing to do is to share your best work. Share when it comes to sharing work and showing off your work. Show off the best. There are a lot of things you might do that might just be practice, that might just be experimentations. You don't need to show them as work. You can still show those ones as work in progress. So some people say, I don't have a camera, I don't have a microphone. How can I create YouTube videos? Trust me, you don't need all. People don't believe me when I say you don't need all this. Let me scroll down. Let me scroll down to a video I made in 20. This is 2018. 2018. I I was recording this on a Techno phone or a Nokia phone. This workspace is not my workspace. It was somewhere I was working. I was on IT in school, and I was doing internship in this company. And early before anyone came on Friday morning, I was recording a tutorial. So you can make it work. Just try to make it work. So find a way to share your process. Find a way to share. Oh, this is I go from doing this to doing this. Maybe share a screenshot of where you sketched out your project, or share something that shows that, oh, I worked on this. Share the models. People like seeing that progress stuff. I've seen a lot of viral Instagram videos that has nothing to do with the finished work, but actually with the process. So yeah, teach as you learn. Yeah, a lot of people think they are not good enough to teach, create tutorials. That is false. That is a limiting belief you need to break. You are good enough to give a tutorial. All you need to all you need to know to be qualified to make a tutorial is one thing more than someone else. So if you know one thing that one other person in the world does not know, you can make a tutorial and teach them. You'll be helping them. If you realize that, oh, there is this cool way I can make triangles in Blender, show your process. You might think that you are revealing your secrets. I've been revealing my secrets since 2020. You guys have not collected work from me till now. I absolutely believe that the the pool is the ocean is large enough for all of us. There are lots of clients at different levels. And I'm sure that even me, I've not started accessing some level of clients, some 50K projects, some 200K projects, because there are some agencies collecting those projects. So I believe that all of us can coexist. So teach as much as you can, show as much as possible. What that does is it makes you seem as an authority in the space. When a client comes to my page and they see, oh, this guy is actually teaching animation, he must know what he's doing. That is the psychological thing that goes on in their mind. Oh, this guy must absolutely know what he's doing. So yeah, teach as much as you can. And how to get started, I mentioned a bit about that. If you are going to go through the writing route, you should write every day, write multiple times per day. If you are going to go on Twitter or on LinkedIn, it makes it a lot easier. Just share something. Any small epiphany that you get, any small thing that you realize, share it. Oh, there's something about the new version of Blender, share it on Twitter. There's something about creating characters. If it's a tiny screenshot of something on your screen, share it. Look, social media is leverage. In this day and age, social media is your CV. That's what people look at. People look at your social media before they look at your actual CV. So share on Twitter, share on LinkedIn. If you are more about the video person, because I'm a video person, I was a videographer before I started 3D. That's why I'm using YouTube. If you are going the video route, cool. You don't need to show your face. If you have a problem showing your face, just have your screen recording going on, have your phone recording audio, and just record a tutorial. Or you want to explain something to people. I don't care how bad it looks. Trust me, when you start sharing your work, your 10th video is going to be nicer and finer than your first one. Your 20th video is going to be nicer and better than the 10th one. You're just going to get better and better at the process. But if you don't start, you won't get good at it. So awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, this is my page. It seems like I came out of nowhere and I have 20,000 subscribers. But if you have been following me for more than 2 years, you know it has been a journey. To early 2020, I had less than 300, less than 200 subscribers until I had that push that, sir, you need to step up. And then that's where you guys saw my first tutorial. I wanted to share what I was working on. Then you saw my second tutorial, and I kept sharing as much as I can. If I had the time, I would share. So this is something you guys to do over time. You build this audience. January last year, January 2023, I had just 3,000 followers. Okay, that's not just, but then I had, compared to what I have now, it is a lot less. But I made sure last year I was going to grow on Instagram, so I was posting on Instagram like a crazy person every day. I just wanted, and my Instagram was for a completely different reason. This is I don't think this is even a good example, because I wanted to post on Instagram so that I can get a lot of followers. So when I'm messaging clients, they see my followers and like, this guy looks like he's important. Let's listen to him. It was kind of a vain goal for me. So yeah, when it comes to your project, there are lots of talented guys on Instagram. Follow what they are doing. If you see that they use a specific sound on Instagram, use that same sound, do something similar. If you see that they use a specific format, do that same thing, do something similar. Awesome, 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 awesome. Let's get to the next thing. Yeah, remember this picture. Just to remind you guys that you don't need to start as really good. You don't need to start as someone that is absolutely good at what you do. You need to start somewhere, and then you need to keep doing it over time and over time. Are you guys laughing at? Are you guys laughing at how I look? Funny enough, I left all these things on YouTube. You scroll down to the bottom of my page, you see some very cringe. I recommend to not do it, but you see a lot of cringe stuff on my YouTube channel, because over time I got better. Now let's get to the next thing. Now this is something I called warm outreach. I wanted to call it cold outreach, but I realized that, is it really cold outreach if your client has some kind of notion about who you are? Because what a lot of people do, let's say you don't research, you don't do any research, you don't do any portfolio management, you don't make your portfolio look good, you don't reach out, no, you don't create YouTube content, you don't create Instagram content, you don't put yourself out there, and then you come out of nowhere and you want to reach out. Obviously it's cold outreach. It is obviously cold outreach. You're coming out of nowhere, quite literally. But if you do pillar one, you stand on pillar two, you stand on pillar three, you are making it a lot easier. For example, when the first time I did cold outreach, it was about, I think, 2021. I had like 2,000 followers on Instagram. The results I was getting then cannot be compared to the results I'm getting now, because now I have more authority in the space. Now, when I reach out to a brand, they are more likely to listen to me. Oh, they'll see check mark. They'll say, okay, it's like this guy is important. Let's listen to him. And also, it's just it's a, how would I put it? It's a joint effort. All these things are working together to give you your best chance of landing this client. Now, if you have done one, two, and three, this is going to be a lot easier for you. And now, a lot of people say a lot of complex things as regards reaching out to people. It's not that complex. The person you are reaching out to is a human being. You are a human being. You are a human being too. You are just trying to communicate. Don't let anybody deceive you that there is some very complex thing to do here. But I'm going to give you guys some guides. First of all, there is a wrong way to send DMs. I've seen a lot of crappy. In fact, I receive a lot of crappy emails, crappy DMs every single day from people trying to get work from me, and they're probably writing 7 paragraphs, 6 paragraphs, too bulky. Your DMs shouldn't be too bulky. Whether you're sending cold emails or cold DMs, when you have researched and find this client, if you're sending too long emails, they won't read it. Trust me, these guys are busy. Even myself, I get emails like this, I get DMs like this. I'm too busy to read 7 paragraphs. The chances of someone that is busy with their business, trying to grow their business, they are thinking about how can I add a new product, how can I launch this, and you now see 7 paragraphs or 3 paragraphs or long paragraphs. They won't want to read it. So keep your, don't make your emails bulky, don't make your DMs bulky, especially DMs if you are reaching to these flashy kind of brands, cosmetic brands, beauty brands, skincare brands. Keep your emails short. Also, another problem is not being clear. If your email is not clear, if you're talking about 3 different things at once, there need to be a clear call to action. You want them to do something very specific. If it's not clear, if you're talking about 4 things in the same email, even if it's just 2 things you're talking about going to website and you're also talking about checking my page. It is confusing. You don't want these people to think at all. You want them to just go straight to doing what you want them to do, whether it's a reply or whatever. And also too generic. Don't copy and paste messages. This is one mistake I made in 2021. Copying and pasting messages. First of all, Instagram will ban you, or they will restrict you. They will restrict you for some days. You won't be able to use some actions. You won't be able to send new people's DMs, or follow people. So don't do that. Don't just repeat emails. I would suggest you do some research. After doing the research, have a list of people that you want to reach out to. You can find these people in a lot of places. One tip would be to go to a popular beauty brand and go to their comments. That's all. Their comment shows you, one, they are active. That means they commented today. That means they're actually online, or they were online recently. Two, they are interested in this beauty stuff. You see a bunch of them there that you can reach out to. Keep it specific, don't make it generic. Now, what is the good way, the perfect way to craft an Instagram DM? Keep it short, as I said, keep it concise, very straight to the point, keep it clear. There should be one call to action, one thing that the potential client needs to do, just one thing. And finally, keep it specific. Keep it specific to that client. For example, if the client is a skincare brand and then you copy a furniture brand email and drop there, you are shooting yourself in the leg. Keep it very specific. For example, this is an example I wrote in a couple minutes. Hi Ellen, my name, you know the person's name is Ellen, you're going to the brand. My name is Sav, I'm a 3D animator. First of all, what is going through their mind is, I don't care. How can this help me? I love that you are currently doing, I love what you're currently doing with Creamy Blast products. So you have to refer to something on their page. If you don't, that's why you shouldn't have generic DMs or generic email. Refer to something that is on their page. They probably just launched the product and you like the design of it. Mention how bright or how blossomy the design is, or how the design stands out so much, or the color combination, or something about the product. If you have used their product personally, it's even better. Tell them that you have used their product personally, and it was awesome. And then this is the pitch. I help brands like yours create quality product commercials like the ones you see on my page. Now, you can just stop at I help brand like yours create quality commercials, but that doesn't help you in any way. You are trying to let them know that if they want to see, they should go to your page. And trust me, if these people open your message and they are slightly interested, they will go to your page. You do it, I do it, we all do it. When someone DMs you, you go and check their profile. In fact, when you are going through comments and you see some kind of comment, you go and check their profile. This is what these clients do. When they see your DM, you go to their profile, they check your profile, you see that, oh, this is actually something really cool. Now, this is a numbers game, so the more people you reach out to, the more people you have a chance of closing a call with, or closing a project with. The more people you, it's a numbers game. This is not creating content. Creating content, you are trying as much as possible to put yourself out there. But reaching out, client outreach, it is purely numbers game. So you need to do more than your competition. You need to do as much as possible. Reach out to as many people as possible. Offer to as many people as possible. You can reach out to 10 people a day or 20 people a day on different platforms. The higher you have a chance to actually close, especially if you are starting out. Now, this is the thing, if you are just starting out, reach out to a bunch of them and try to close one. Then when you close one, you add it to your portfolio. It's a real project. Then try to close the next one. You can even use your previous work as example. For example, if I know that I'm reaching out to a beauty brand in California, and I've done a project for another beauty brand in California, I'll immediately put it there. I did this video for this client, for this brand. It shows that you have authority. So when you land one client, use their work to market for the next client. And then if they are interested, they will reply. If they are not interested, some of them might not see it. Don't be discouraged. It's part of the process. It is part of the process. But when you do everything else, you are increasing your chances. Imagine you didn't follow pillar one and you didn't make your portfolio specialized. You didn't make sure that what you are doing is very specialized and it's in just one specific niche. You'll be shooting yourself in the leg, because you might be sending this to a cosmetic product, a cosmetic brand, and then they check out your page and all they see there is chairs and tables, or devices, iPhones. They are confused. They might like it, they might see the potential in it. That's the thing. You are trying to get as many chances as possible. So they might see the potential in it and you might land the project. But you don't want to take that risk. You want to cover as many things as possible. So yeah, awesome. Hope you guys are still following, because I don't know, it seems like I'm talking to myself. Hope you guys are still following. Just let me know in the chat if you are still following. Awesome, awesome, you are still following. It's great, great. Yeah, I have a bunch of questions here, and we'll go through them really quick. I think we are going to spend some time. I plan for this to be like a 1 hour session, but I think we'll spend at least 30 minutes or so answering questions. So I have a question for you guys. Let me ask you this: Would you love me to teach you everything I know, or everything you need to start your journey to earning 4 figures and above as a 3D animator? Is that something you are open to? Because I'm trying to craft something that would work for 3D animators like ourselves. That is why I made it specific. I could have said this is something for everybody. I would have said this is something for designers or logo designers or editors. But I'm trying to craft something just for animators that will be very effective. So let me know. Would you love for me to teach you? Would you love for me to teach you all the steps you need to take very specifically to start your journey to earning thousands of dollars every month? 1K to 10K as a 3D animator. Yeah, I'm saying yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. So, guys, I have a special offer for you. If you give me 5 minutes, let me just go through it. I have a special offer for you. I'm still going to make a bunch of videos on this channel on the business side of things because I asked on the Discord and a lot of you guys said you're interested in the business side. So, I am planning videos about it over time. But I have a very special offer for you guys, a 6 hour intensive live training. So something like this, but breaking it into 3 separate days, 2 hours training each, where we dive into each of these things very separately. So this is what I'll have to teach in this training. I'll have to teach you how to find your most profitable niche. So everyone that is in there, I'll try as much as possible to make it as personalized as possible. Try to find your most profitable niche for what you do. I would have to teach you how to create a winning portfolio. There are templates. You can use my page as a template for on my Behance. There is a way I structure my portfolios. I'll have to teach you how to brand yourself as a professional because you can't just be. They can't. Your clients shouldn't see you as an artist or as that dude that does 3D work. You need to be seen as a professional. I also have to show you how to create your first 3 pieces of content if you are not creating content yet, or if you are just sharing your work and you want to find out how you can approach tutorials or how you can approach sharing your work in progress online. I'll also show you how to grow on Instagram, how to because there are best practices I've seen. I know this. I in front of everyone, I went from 3,000 to 30,000 followers on Instagram. So I'll have to show you what I've learned in that process. I'll have to show you how to create YouTube content, no matter the equipment you have, whether it's your phone or your mic or just a camera or just your phone and a microphone, whatever it is, you can create YouTube content or just your laptop and your phone mic. And also, I will have to show you how to find these client accounts and their emails. Yeah, there is a I can spend an entire 1 hour showing you how to find client emails, like specific people in specific companies that are doing specific things. Like for example, you would most likely want to reach out to head of marketing in a company or reach out to someone that is in charge of promotions. So how to find these people's emails and how to reach out to them. And also how to pitch your service as a client call. I would love to cover this on this call or this webinar, but it is I spent like 2 hours with a coach trying to understand sales call. So how to pitch your service in a sales call, how to structure the call, what are the questions to ask the client and all that, and also how to get paid what you're worth because negotiation is a big thing. These are things that should be separate courses, right? But I'm trying to find a way to package it into something that I can offer you guys as a special offer. How to negotiate and make sure you're paid how much you're worth, and finally how to build a strong client relationship with your clients because that is super important. After doing all these things, the only thing that will keep your clients coming back is if you can dazzle them, if you can delight them and build the best, strongest relationship with them. And also, there is more. You would also get with this special offer, you would also get the full access to every training recording. So every training we do, you'll be able to rewatch it. All the slides, you'll be able to rewatch it. And I'm going to create a private community for just the guys that I'm going to train as regards the business side of creativity. Today, I've given you guys a lot of value, a lot of explanations from my journey, but I want to do an actual training. I want to be able to say this person, his name is David. He came here. This is where he was after this training. This is what he has been able to do. I want to do something private. Yeah, and there would also be future modules. When I learn something in the future, let's say I focus on LinkedIn marketing, I would add that future module to the offer. And also email templates. You get access to email templates, contract document templates, invoice document template, a lot of templates that I want to add to this entire offer, and also a template for my Behance portfolio. Yeah, so I would want to show you how to create this kind of portfolio, so you would know the exact steps, how to show behind the scenes work in progress for your project, so you can show it off on Behance, how to create tutorials like this, because I've been doing this for years now, and then I've systematized everything in my mind. So yeah, someone was talking about client relationship. Yeah, so also Instagram, how to create content for Instagram, because there are very different things: creating content for YouTube and putting yourself out there for Instagram, and then reaching out. These are different things that you need to spend time on apart from your learning process. So all for 197, 197. All these things: finding the profitable niche, creating a winning portfolio, becoming a pro, making you become a pro, helping you with your first three contents, and giving you the steps you need to grow on Instagram, grow on YouTube, and all that. Yeah. How to pitch your service, how to get paid what you're worth, and how to build these strong relationships. Awesome. So the question I want to ask now is, because I would like to know, is would 197 be a worthwhile investment for you if all it did for you was to help you land more projects as a 3D animator? Let me see in the chat. I would like to see the chat. Would it be worth it for you if you spend $200 on a training that helps you start earning thousands of dollars? I would like to see in the chat. Like, does it make sense as an investment for you? And also, yeah, if you spend this kind of money on this investment and it gives you a massive attention, because these are things I've experienced in my own personal journey. If it gives you massive attention on your brand, would it be worth it for you? If that's the only thing it did, or if it's the only thing it did is to give you a lot of financial security where you can decide to do whatever you want to do at any time. Basically, the life I'm living right now. Or if let's say all that you get from the training is that you have more time for your hobbies, you have more time for your family. If you check my stories, you know that I spent some time boxing, I spent some time uh, racing. Yeah, I spent some time racing, I spent some time boxing, I spent some time swimming, because I could afford to do all these things. So if that is the only thing you get from it, would it be worth it? Yeah, some people said no, some people said too expensive, some people said fair enough, worth it. Awesome, 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 awesome. I just wanted to know from you guys. Now, this is the cool part. This is the cool part. I won't charge you $197. Yeah. Even though I know this will be worth a lot more than $197, I won't charge you guys $197 because you are part of this webinar. I'll be giving a 75% discount for the people that are here right now. Because initially I wanted to make this a 50% discount for people that were around. But my marketing team, the people that helped me out with planning this entire thing, they were like, since you have a bunch of people coming on this webinar, just give a large discount so as many as possible could get access to this training. So this is me trying to check if this is something you'll be interested in. If you're interested in this, I will be dropping the links to the product pages. So we'll be hosting these trainings next week. We'll be hosting this training next week. We want to give enough time for Q&A sessions during the training. We'll be hosting them next week. 6 hours training, 3 sessions of 2 hours trainings, and it will be at a 75% discount just for the guys that are here. I know myself, I charge thousands of dollars for project. So it was hard for me to actually decide how much to charge for this, because I'm used to charging thousands of dollars, but then I know I'm doing this for artists, not clients. So for you guys that are here, I'm going to drop the link in the chat, and you guys can go on the pages to get it. So as many people that will go on there and grab this training from next week, I'll get everyone together and we'll dive into every single thing step by step. Let me copy these pages. Yeah, we'll soon get into the Q&A session. I hope you guys are still here. So I have a Gumroad link and I have a seller link. So if you are used to paying on Gumroad, you can use Gumroad. If you are used to Seller as a platform, you can use Seller, whichever works for you. Is there a way to pin this thing? Are you guys enjoying this live stream? Like, is this something I should do more often instead of making a YouTube video to just sit here and lay it out, just lay it out, just lay it out in the live stream? If it's something you guys would enjoy, I would love to keep doing it. So yeah, I posted links. I posted the Gumroad link and seller link. If it's something you're interested in, if you think it's too expensive, you can absolutely not get it. To be fair, in the next couple months, from now to the end of the year, I'm sure I'll post a bunch of videos concerning money, so you can just wait for that. But if you want the personalized training, this is the first time I'm ever doing an actual training. I've just been dropping free tutorials since 2020, but then now is the time I want to start doing things like this. And also guys, in case you're thinking about it, I'm going to do a 30 days money back guarantee. If you go through this entire training and then you follow all the steps that I lay out for you, and for whatever reason you are not satisfied, you are like, serve has scammed me. I don't want to spoil my reputation. So no questions asked. I'll give you a full refund. To be very honest, this is something I'm doing for the first time. So I want to see if it's something that will be super valuable for you guys. So yeah, awesome. $49. I've dropped the link. Just scroll up if you want to find the link. Or you guys said I should do more live stream from time to time. Yeah, it's a very weird thing for me. It's a very weird thing for me because I'm used to planning the video out and then cutting it up and all that. But yeah, this is a more natural vibe. It's a more get to know me type vibe. So yeah, awesome. Yeah, a more raw feeling. So guys, the link is up there. I'll keep posting them from time to time so you guys don't forget about it. So in the next 5 minutes, let me just let you guys do that before we jump on the Q&A session. In this training, we are going to spend some time. I'm going to spend some time looking at you guys' portfolios also to see, okay, if there's something that should be improved. I'm trying to make it as personalized as possible. So even if we need to spend more than 6 hours, I'll try and make that happen too. So the links are in there. I'm just going to wait for 5 minutes. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I think I need to answer Chinonso because he has posted this question 4 times now. Okay. He said, "Do you think Instagram is better than Upwork for freelancing?" This is my thing with Upwork and Fiverr and this platform. Personally, I've not used them to make any money. I've not made a dollar on Fiverr or Upwork. But then it is a good idea when you are just starting out. The problem is if something happens to Upwork today, you'll be left hanging because you don't understand all these business principles. But if you understand these business principles, you have your contracts ready, you have all your documents, your invoices ready, you know how to handle a sales call, you know how to deal with clients, you know how to keep the relationship going, you know how to market yourself, to reach out to them. No matter what happens to Fiverr today, no matter what happens to Upwork, whatever happens to your account, you'll be good because you already have these skills. So I'm not bashing Upwork. If you use Upwork and you get your money, make your money, please make your money. But if you want to, as I said before, you want to have full control over the business, then focus on social media, shouting about your work on social media and reaching out to people. So yeah, I have no idea in terms of Upwork how to make it work. In case someone misses this one, is there a second? I don't know. I don't know about second opportunity. I'm even taking a risk by doing this because I don't know when I would have time for this anytime soon. So yeah, try if it's something you are interested in, try as much as possible to get it during the live stream because it wouldn't be up. Because if you go to my Gumroad right now, just go to my Gumroad and check without following that link, you will see that this thing is $197. It's not actually 49 there, but because you guys are here, you guys are seeing this link. Yes, Seller. Let me drop Seller. If you're in Nigeria, Seller will be a better alternative to Gumroad. And if there is more payment issues, I think we would have to handle that. Yeah. So while you guys are checking it out, making payments and all that, let's do more Q&A. Any difference between portfolio and showreel? Yes, yes, there's a difference between your portfolio and your showreel. First of all, the obvious difference is your showreel is a video, while your portfolio is a document. Not everyone has the patience to watch a video, and not everyone wants to watch a video. So you should have some form of document, some form of link that you can send to someone that they can just go through your portfolio. So if someone is in a meeting, a board meeting, and they want to check out your work, they can't be playing a video to them, right? So it is easier for them to just go through the document, see those cool renders, cool pictures, and then they have the option to play the video. Another thing is for your showreel, except you are super good at editing, you wouldn't be able to show your behind the scenes, your work in progress, how you are doing all these things. You won't be able to do that from a showreel. But when you calm down and create a portfolio, you can break all these things down. This is my modeling process, this is my texturing process, and all that. Yeah, send in your questions. If I've missed it, just send it again. What's the most I've made in a month? I think 12K. 12K, yeah. Most I've made in a month was 12K. And that was from 3 projects. That was from 3 different clients in that same month. So one client is handling like 2 or 3 different videos for like 5K. One is handling 3, 5, you know. Before, when I first started, you can I thought it was super easy to get like a 10K project at once, that is one video. I thought that was the thing, you get one video. But I got to the point where when I started charging 2, 5, 3, 5 for one short video, I realized that, oh, there is a limit at which you can scale this. Now you have to start stacking the value. You have to tell the clients that, oh, instead of doing one video, one 30-second video, let's do 5 10-second video. You have more options. You pitch it to the client. You have more options. You have more chances of reaching more people and all that. So that is where you actually milk the value from the project. Uh, would you would you recommend reusing existing brand labels while building your portfolio? Yes, absolutely yes. I recommend it like crazy, because these people don't know the difference between spec work and work that isn't spec work. So you are like, I actually advise people to put it there. This is spec work. This is personal projects. Let them know. But then, even while after writing it there, a lot of people will still assume that you did it for this brand, and it's a good idea. Some people think you are giving them free advertisement. Whenever I hear that, I'm confused. Coca-Cola is a billion-dollar, multi-billion-dollar company. I create a video that had 800 views. How am I making them more money? How am I giving them money? They're already rich. You get, so yeah. If you have a cool brand, and try not to do the super popular one, like some guys, some brands like Savage and Rolex. A lot of people have done a lot of Rolex videos, a lot of perfume videos. Try to find brands that are not super popular and create videos for them. They might actually end up being your clients. Someone said, Someone said, I'm on Fiverr since Bawal. I'm on Fiverr since 4 months, but people come chat but don't. Yeah, that's the thing with Fiverr. That's the thing with Fiverr. Man, I don't have experience with Fiverr. Maybe it is something I can find a professional that has worked with Fiverr for a while to help out when creating this offer. But then I've never worked with Fiverr. I don't just like the process of the clients, um what's it called, fishing for a creative. Oh, can I find someone to do this? I don't like. I prefer them coming to me with respect. 90% of the clients that come to me, they come with respect because they've already seen my work, they've already seen my social media efforts, my thoughts, what's it called, thought leadership. Yeah, they have seen me talk about stuff on Instagram. They have seen me show tutorials on YouTube. They have seen my work. So when it comes to me, they already act like they already know me. So yeah, that's the thing with Fiverr. So while working on Fiverr, I would suggest for you to also follow these principles and get your brand up, get your content creation up, and reach out to clients. If you are doing all these things at the same time, you get to the point where you don't need Fiverr anymore. Hmm. Can you be more specific when you ask how to charge the clients for animation? Will you Many high paying clients don't work with independent artists directly. How to communicate with the decision-making person and the client side. Yeah, that's one thing. There's something called the blue ocean strategy. So red ocean is where most people are. Red ocean is where everyone is trying to find clients. Then there is blue ocean where most people are not even going, but that is where you have more chance of getting clients. So for me, my blue ocean discovery was when I realized that I don't need to work with the biggest brands. When I started out, my goal was to work with them, people like Disney, Apple. You don't need to work with those guys to make a living, a very good living. There are a lot, especially if you have clients in the US. The US is a very rich country and they have a lot of medium-sized businesses that are making life-changing money. So this is where you do the research. You have to find them. For example, if in the beauty brand, I've never worked with Fendi. I've never worked with what is Kylie Jenner's brand again? I've never worked with those big brands, but there are a lot in the same state, in the same country. There are a lot of medium-sized businesses. Most people don't know about them. You can't find them if you don't research. So when you do a lot of research, you start realizing that there are a bunch of them on Instagram that no one has ever heard about them. So those are the people I would suggest you reach out to. Those guys are more open to work with independent artists. The biggest of the biggest brands, they already have a system. They are more likely going to reach out to an agency that they already know. Then the agency will reach out to you. But yeah, if you want to work directly with clients, aim for not startups. Startups don't have money, and don't aim for the biggest brand because when you are starting out, the chances of you working with them is slim. Aim for the medium-sized businesses. They are the best, especially businesses that have a bunch of products. If you go on their website and see that they have 10 different products, 20 different products, they are perfect for this kind of thing. You can pitch them and tell them that all each of these products can become 2 or 3 different videos every single week that you can be creating for them. I do not recommend meeting clients in real life, please. All my clients I've worked with in the last 3 years, I've never met any of them. So they, I've actually canceled a meeting because they wanted me to come in real life. I was like, I don't need to see you guys. I do this thing every day. I don't need to see you guys. Except it's a very, for example, if Coca-Cola tells me to come, I'll come actually. If Apple tells me to come, I'll come. Those are people I can make reservation for if they reach out to me. But for most brands, you don't need to see them physically. But then if you don't have work yet, I'm saying this because I already have people I'm working with. If you don't have work yet, if it will actually help you close the client, it's better to have that personal touch. But it's not needed. It's not needed. It's not needed at all. Yeah, another thing. How should an artist let me post these links again because like they have scrolled up a lot. If you guys are interested, you should absolutely get this thing tonight because the prices are going up. What I intention actually wanted to do was to just create this thing as a course and just put it out there. $197. Who wants to buy it should buy it. That's what I wanted to do. But my marketing friend told me that it's better for you to have a training and actually help people out there. So the people that don't have money to pay for it to just enjoy the training, and the people that are really ready to get into the grunt work with me will pay for it. That's just it. Yeah, so the discount won't last forever, guys. How should an artist with multiple skill set organize their portfolio? For example, I can do 3D motion graphics. Yeah. Yeah, you can section it. For example, if you have a website, it's very easy to section, have different tables for it. Or if you are using Behance, you can just uh, how would I put it? Have a line that is mostly motion graphics and a line that is logo. It's just you. It's like organizing your Instagram grid. With Behance, you can move things around. So you can just arrange it to have the first three or the first five to be motion graphic stuff and the ones under to be logo design. But personally, I would recommend. It depends. I'm a big fan of specialization. Some people are big fans of generalization. I don't like generalizing. I want you to come to me for a specific reason. So if I were in your shoes, because I was actually in your shoes before when I was doing logo design, what I did was cut off all. I don't suggest you do it though, because I went hungry for many months. What I did was to cut off all my logo design clients, and my when I went from video editing to motion graphics, 3D, I cut off all my video editing clients. I told them I'm not doing video editing again. If you need this kind of thing, let me do it for you. But then you can only do that when you are ready to be hungry. But yeah, If that's something you can't do or you need money urgently, absolutely segment your portfolio. Let people know that, oh, I do this and I do this other thing. Uh, okay. How to ensure you get your money and your clients get the animation? How do you do this? What apps do you use? Uh, you can use Full Gap. If you're talking about contract and all that, you can use Full Gap. The way I've done it for a while, because Full Gap is something that Victor is just developing, fullgap.com. But the way I have personally done it for a while is I have my contract documents, I have my invoice document. So I send the clients the invoice and the contract. The contract clearly states this is why you should join the training, because I don't think it makes sense for me to give out my business contract openly, publicly like that. So this will also be part of the templates I'll be sharing in the training. So I send them my contract. The contract states that uh, you send a 50% upfront or 70% upfront or whatever, and then when when we are sure, I don't know the exact words because it was a lawyer that crafted the contract for me. When we are sure that the project is good, that this is what you guys want, we are good, then you send me the money. And also, what I usually do, you can also do this too to be safe, especially if we are dealing with a lot of rubbish clients. You should have a watermark, a very light watermark on the project, and tell them when you are sure that this is what you want, we have done all the revisions, now we are good to go, send me my balance, I'll send you the rest. So it's better to have those. It's like two-factor authentication, having your contract and having a watermark on your project. It will really help out if you are getting a lot of shitty clients. Do you have work? Do you have work a team? Do you have a work team? Actually, what I do, I don't have a full-time team, but I have a lot of people that I work with regularly. I have a Houdini guy. If I need to do something that I wouldn't want to spend time learning Houdini for a specific project, so I will have someone to do that specific part for me. Modeling, as you guys know, I don't like modeling. I like animating, so I have someone that does most of my modeling for me. So I work with a team per project, but they are not like full-time. Okay, guys, very quickly by 7:30 we'll be out of here. If I keep this going, if I keep this going, it won't end. So, guys, try as much as possible to get this product. Try as much as possible to register for the workshops. It's in there. Yeah, another question. Big brand Royal, absolutely, bro. uh, I do digital illustration, motion graphics, 2D, 3D. Yeah, niche down. I remember when I had this problem too. I absolutely wrote everything down. I have logo design, poster design, motion graphics, 3D, and I wrote a percentage. Okay, I'm good at editing this percentage, logo design this percentage, 3D this percentage, and I also asked myself what is most valuable in the market right now. That is how I decided what to focus on. I wrote everything down. I wrote my skill level because the perfect work you'll be doing, it will be one, something that you are good at, two, something that people are willing to pay money for, and something that is valuable in the market right now. For example, if you're doing VFX 3 years ago, you won't be getting a lot of product animation jobs. You'll be getting more studio movie type jobs. But if you are doing VFX in 2024, you can get a bunch of product animation jobs because it's what is in trending right now. So yeah, you have to niche down. You have to actually make that tough choice to select what you focus on. Okay. Do you require deposits? Yes, 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 yes. Always require deposit, guys. I beg you. It's for your own safety. Always require deposits. Yeah, sure, sure. As a beginner, if you are prepared to level up on your skills, you can absolutely learn the business side by side. That is what I did. After learning the basics of Blender, worked on one personal project, I started learning business like crazy. If you see the kind of books I read, you think I'm not a creative, I'm a business person. But yeah, it is very important. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you very much. Prince said he has paid. Awesome. Awesome, guys. Everyone that registers, I'll reach out to you within the week and we'll set this thing up. Yeah, with the video still on my YouTube. Actually, the original plan was that it's going to be private, but I decided to just make it public so you guys can just get this value as many times as you want. So yeah, I'm going to leave it on my YouTube. That was not the original plan, but It's you guys now. You guys are my community. So this is not Zoom. Let me just leave it up here. As a 3D modeler, that's a tough question for me. I would tell you to ask that question on the Discord community, because there are a bunch of people there that would have more experience than me in the 3D modeling space. Because actually, when you think about it, whatever you are offering is, what value am I offering to these people that they actually need? So if you're a 3D modeling artist, your value is not 3D modeling. Try to think like a business person. These people have a problem they are trying to solve. So what can that 3D modeling solve? If it is a product company that has an e-commerce company, what does the 3D modeling mean? Does it mean you can create their products and make 200 versions of their product, different colors, different combinations, and make different renders of their product for Amazon or for their store? That is valuable to them. The fact that you're a 3D modeler is not valuable to them. The fact that you can use your 3D modeling skill to make those renders is what is valuable to them. So yeah, is this workshop going to be relevant for? Absolutely, absolutely. Of course. In fact, CGI ad is a blue ocean for early 2024. It was a very sweet opportunity for 3D guys to make a lot of money in first 6 months of 2024 by leveraging 3D ads. It's getting super popular, CGI ads. So yeah, you guys should leverage it as much as possible. Okay, we have 5 more minutes on this live. You guys should grab this opportunity as soon as possible. If it's something that is valuable to you, absolutely grab this opportunity. Awesome. Okay, another question. I'm a 3D artist that helps clients visualize bedrooms before they are made, so they don't have to spend money twice in making their dream come true. Oh, sweet, bro! That is an awesome story you can tell. How can you make content about this? That is a wonderful story you can tell. Uh, but then content creation on its own is a separate skill, right? If I was to make a video about this, I can make a video like the one I did about LYS, the LYS client I had. I broke down everything. Oh, this is where we started from. This is what the problem was. This is what we are trying to achieve. You can make a video with that style, or you can do like a reel, like a what's it called, carousel. You show what their current house looks like. You show what their goal is. Then you show your process, like different process, maybe a render of just the walls, then a render of the walls with windows, doors, structures, then filling it up and structuring it to show that you are going from empty room to designing the full room. That can be a piece of content you can post on Instagram. So yeah, it just depends on your creativity. There's a lot of ways to tell the same story. Hmm. 3D character design is a very dicey topic, because the question you have to ask is, how is this valuable to people? If you can create a character like Fat Boy Kenya and making funny videos with your character, you can make a lot of money in that space, and you be doing what you enjoy. You just create very cool, funny videos with your character. You can also offer your character, if you specialize in making ads with your character, you can specialize in that, using your character itself to market your ads. So your character is carrying the product and flipping it. Your character is driving the product and using the product. So you can incorporate it in that way. But from my experience, I've seen that mostly character animators spend more time with they spend more time with studios, with big studios, which as a full-time job, not as freelancers, because it's usually difficult to sell it to clients, except you have found a very clear way to sell it. You can help them make more money. The question is, can I help these clients make more money with my character animation? Can I help them save money with my character animation? For example, if you realize that a company is having problem explaining their process, or how you check out their checkout system works, you see the graphics they're using is crap. You show them, you can create characters like this and create a walkthrough, like an illustration, what's it called? An explainer video. Yeah, 3D explainer videos are actually super valuable. If you can explain complex concepts, then make sure you stay in that lane. Say your target audience is fintechs, for example, fintechs or technology companies. Their processes are very complex. Then you can find a way to make it simpler using your characters. You can absolutely do that. You can absolutely do that. You don't need professional emails to reach out to clients, but it is a good idea to have it if you can. If you can, it is just a good idea, just like a website. You don't need a website. It won't affect you or kill you in any way if you have a website. But then it's just a good idea to do it for professional branding reasons. Someone says you mentioned milking an opportunity. How do you avoid just working with the clients once after solving their problem? Yeah, that is why you need to be part of this training thing because I don't even know how much I can say in this live video. That's why you need to register for this training because there is an entire section about client relationships. So how do you work with clients in a way that you delight them, you please them so much they'll come back. And also apart from that, there is a way you can craft an offer, like the example I gave before, and you can pitch it to the client. It might not work the first time, it might not work the second time, but it only needs to work once. You pitch it to them that okay, instead of doing this like we normally do before, instead of doing this 1 minute video that we normally do before, this is how Instagram works now. That's why your client needs to see you as a professional. If you tell them this is how Instagram works now, I know you want to share this on Instagram. Can we create 10 smaller videos instead? I know it will be more expensive, but it will give you more results because you have more opportunity to get more attention. 10 shorter videos, very straight to the point, very punchy. This is what marketing agencies collect money for. They collect a bunch of money to craft these concepts for them. But if you can do it for them, you can be charging a big bucks. Mm. Oh, wow. So, guys, it's 7:30 right now. I would love to answer every single question. So, I think some people are probably having issues with payments. So, I will leave the discount up for a couple more hours. Yeah. So, yeah, you guys still have the link. I'll leave it up for a while. So, try as much as possible to get it if it's something you're interested in. And I'll see you guys in the next one, guys. Thank you so much for participating in this. I love the fact that you guys actually showed up, and I hope you learned one or two things from this presentation. Yeah, thank you, bye. Thank you guys for showing up. I'll see you in the next video. Check out the link. I would also drop the link in Discord. I will also send it to you guys emails if it's something you're interested in doing. So, guys, I will see you in the next one. I'll keep the discount open for a while, for probably till tomorrow. So I'll see you guys in the next one. If you have any specific payment issue, please come on Discord for us to talk about it. Just send a message on Discord and we'll attend to it, or message me personally on Instagram and we'll attend to payment issues. I really want you guys to get as much value from this as possible. So peace. Man, live streaming. Man, live streaming is so awesome. See you guys.